Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're looking at a really specific piece of hardware. It's the tvONE CV-AVIP-IN-1USB-128-FF Receiver module.
That's a mouthful.
It is, yeah. But our mission here is pretty simple. We're going to give you the rundown on this high-performance AV over IP box, so you don't have to wade through a 70-page manual.
Right. Think of it like this. It's basically a high-end digital jukebox, but for professional video walls.
That's a perfect way to put it. And it's not just a standalone product. This comes out of a partnership between tvONE and HDTV Supply, which, has been a global player for 25 years.
A very established ecosystem.
Exactly. Okay, so let's unpack this thing. The headline feature, really, is its simultaneous dual-channel playback.
It's not just pulling in one stream. It's juggling two different feeds at the same time.
And where do those feeds come from?
You've got two main options. You can either receive two compressed video streams over the network, so that's your standard H.264 or H.265 codec.
The AV over IP part.
That's it. Or you can play two video files directly from a local USB 3.0 drive that you plug right into it. And this is where it gets really fascinating, because you can see the technology of the time it was made.
The limitations, you mean?
Exactly. There's a striking difference in resolution. The IP streams from the network, they max out at 1080p 60.
Which is solid, full HD.
But if you play that same video from the local USB 3.0 input, the module can push up to 4K, specifically 38840 by 2160 at 30 frames per second.
So if you needed that guaranteed uncompressed 4K quality, you just load it onto a thumb drive.
You got it.
Wait, here's where it gets really interesting, especially for things like digital signage. The video might top out at 4K, but it can display still images at an astonishing 8K resolution.
780 by 4,320 pixels. That is huge.
So your background graphics, your corporate logos, they could be way sharper than the video playing over them.
And to manage all that content, you can actually create and store up to 20 different playlists right on the device itself.
Which means you need some pretty serious internal hardware to handle all that.
Right, and that's why it has a built-in 128 gigabyte high-speed SSD. It's for copying those huge media files locally for quick access.
An SSD makes sense.
Yeah, and it's super compatible. It supports file systems like FAT32, NTFS, and even the Linux-based X3 and XE4. So you can create media on pretty much any computer and it'll read it.
What about the physical hookups?
It's very streamlined. You have that one USB 3.0 port for the drives and 1 gigabit Ethernet port for the network. It's designed to slot right into a bigger system. It's meant to work with the Encoder 100, which is the device that sends the video, and it all kicks into gear when you enable their CorioView system.
Okay, so that ecosystem context explains the price tag, which is $3,245.
This is definitely not consumer gear.
No. But here's our sources say this module is now going EOL.
End of life.
End of life. So production is stopping, and what's left is all that's available. So to sum it up, we're looking at a high-res dual-source receiver that was built to bridge 1080p network video with local 4K and even 8K still images.
So what does this all mean? I mean, this device is really a snapshot of cutting-edge AV distribution from a few years back. It prioritized that local performance to handle really demanding 4K and 8K presentations.
And the price reflects that mission-critical reliability.
Absolutely. But the fact that it's going end of life, that brings up a really important question for you to think about. With network speeds getting so much faster and compression getting more efficient, what kind of technology is replacing these dedicated high-end boxes? Are local SSDs like this still needed, or has everything finally moved over the network for good? Something to mull over.